Hi, I'm Rebecca Connick, pediatric occupational therapist and co-owner of Ripple Child Development. I want to talk to you today about that transition from summer to the school year. If you're a parent, you know that this transition can be tricky. There's a lot of new routines and new processes to get used to for both you and for your kids. So what can you do to help? There are 3 things that we have found can be really helpful in getting ready for that school transition. The first is figuring out what you can do as a parent to offload your mornings. We hear from parents all the time that the trickiest part of the school day is getting out the door in the morning. And if this is the case, what can you plan for and do the night before to kind of make your mornings run smoother? Can you pack bags the night before? Can you prep lunches? Can you pick out your clothes? Can you help your children pick out their clothes? What can you do to kind of set yourself up for success in the morning and have the least amount that you have to do before getting out that door? For every family, this might look a little different. So just think about what those things might be for yours. One of the next strategies that we recommend is sharing the plan for this new school routine with your children. It's hard for them to predict what the school year is going to look like. Us as adults, we have that in our head and we know a little more about what's going to happen for our family and for our kids with the school transition. Our kids aren't as aware of this. So how you can prepare them is just by sharing as much information that you can that's relevant for them. Hey, you might be waking up a little bit earlier because we have to make it out for the bus. You're going to be riding with dad this time. That might be different. You are going to eat breakfast at school. You're going to wait at the bus stop with your neighbors. What's going to be different about the morning routine and what can you share with them? With increased information comes less anxiety. So the more that your kids can expect and know ahead of time, the less kind of nerve-wracking that start of school will be. The last thing that you can do is give yourself a buffer time in the morning for these first few weeks of school. Plan for things to happen. Plan for big feelings, plan for tricky situations, plan for things that are going to pop up in the morning as difficult because you're getting used to this new routine of going to school. We like to recommend that families wake up even sooner than they think they have to so that it's not necessarily a chaotic rush in the morning. A big thing that we hear from a lot of teachers through our work with schools is that kids often take that stressful morning into their class day. And that can be really hard if they're already at capacity once walking into school. So how can we make that morning not quite so rushed, giving ourselves ample time for the tantrums, for the unexpected, and for the challenges? Those 3 things are just really helpful for every family to keep in mind starting in the school year. Please, if you have any more questions, message us, follow along. We have an Instagram at ripple.cd and follow along this YouTube page as well. We'll try to post some more information as you get ready for the school year.